Hey, Kai! Where are you?
Hello, Mr. Gavin. Right now, I'm cleaning my house.
What? Cleaning? You kidding me? Everyone's at the office except you.
At the office? Today is Sunday, right? Was there some kind of emergency?
You didn't know? Today we have a barbecue with Tom from IT company.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't know about it. I'll go there immediately.
Yes, whatever. We're gonna get in the car now and go. By the time you get here, it'll be too late. You really are useless, aren't you? There are certain basic responsibilities that come with being a human being. You think that just showing up to work is enough? Well, you do, don't you?
No, I just really didn't know about the plans for today. I'm really sorry. Alright, well, it's been half a year since you joined us, and I've got to ask you. Have you been communicating properly with your coworkers?
I've been trying my best, yes.
So then why didn't you know about the plans for today?
You know what? Screw it. Did you know you're the only one at our company without a proper education? No wonder you don't mix well with everyone else. Even still, it's surprising. I only hired you because you came recommended by Steve. He's famous in our industry. I had no idea I would get someone who didn't even graduate from high school. Even if you could do your job. No high school diploma? Our reputation would be in the gutter if people found out.
I'm really sorry.
I'm not attacking you, don't get me wrong. You probably just didn't graduate because your family is a poor or something, right? Honestly, I want to be charitable towards people like you with no hope of success. The thing is, my company is full of people from top-tier colleges. Naturally, since I'm the one who chose them. I'm planning to more than double our employees, and frankly, I want nothing but elites here. I don't know if you're gonna make the cut.
I'll do my best to not get in the way then.
Trust me, I'm not expecting anything special from you. Just make sure you earn your salary's worth. Hey, Kai! Why did you decide by yourself to go ahead with the task?
Hello, Mr. Gavin. Sorry, what is this about?
I didn't give the go-ahead in the chat, so why'd you start working on it?
There was no reply in the chat, so yesterday I asked you directly and you said to go ahead with it.
Really? I said that? What? So it's my fault now? You're gonna blame the boss for something that you did?
No! I mean...
Sometimes in business there are cases if he said, she said. That's why at our company we handle things in chat. Asking directly just because you didn't get a reply in chat, it's completely out of line.
Yes, but... There was no answer in the chat, so... Even though I asked twice in chat...
I'm the boss. Do you understand that? I'm not here only to deal with you. There's something called priorities. So don't be surprised if sometimes I can't respond right away.
I'm really sorry.
This really sucks, honestly. You know what? I'm done. Just stop coming to work, please. Just seeing your face is going to make me angry.
So I'm fired.
Yup. Since your work attitude is awful, we have a proper reason for it. We don't need useless people here.
Really? Okay. I get it.
Oh, you get it? Wonderful. So glad you're finally understanding things.
Actually, I'm glad to. I was getting tired of you being so rude. It's actually perfect timing.
Perfect timing?
Yes. Actually, I've been thinking of starting my own company.
Well, I guess the timing is perfect for both of us then. By the way, you actually think that a company started by someone who didn't even graduate high school is going to succeed? And I hate to say it, but no one even likes you. Someone who can't even get along with coworkers, starting their own company. You do realize you were getting left out all this time, right?
Yes, I do. But the only person who was doing that to me was you.
Then why were you by yourself all the time? No one talking to you at lunch. If there was an employee event, you were always the only one not there. If people actually liked you, you would have found out about the events, right?
That was all you're doing behind the scenes. I know you were trying to get me to quit. Whenever you weren't around, the other staff were actually really nice to me.
Quit with the bluffing. See you later, you poor, uneducated loser. Oh, by the way, don't tell anyone you work here, okay? The idea that we hired someone like you is pretty embarrassing. Hey, Kai. What did you do? Suddenly all my employees quit.
All of them? Congratulations!
Huh, I'm asking what you did. Every single employee, all 6 of them are gone. How did you trick them into leaving?
Please don't say it like that. Everyone was looking for another job. I was only giving them some advice. Then they asked if they could join my company. All of them are working for me now.
What? For you? Why would they work for you? I get it. You must have paid them extra to join you.
No! Actually, I didn't.
It doesn't matter. Thanks to you, I'm actually in a lot of trouble now. The way things are, I won't be able to deliver anything on time. They're using up their paid vacations and not coming into the office. Give me back my damn employees now.
It's really not my decision to make. Everyone quit for their own reasons. For example, that you orchestrated some sly plot to harass them. That you were aggressive and forceful, not paying their overtime. Or that you made them bring you groceries or clean your house on their days off. Who would go back to a boss like that?
Listen, I think you've gotten a bit overconfident since starting out on your own. Don't think that you're gonna survive with that attitude. I have a lot of connections. There's a lot more trust in me than with someone like you came from nowhere. Out of respect to Steve, I have been quiet up until now, but now I'm gonna tell him everything.
Okay.
Huh? You're fine with that?
I mean, Steve is my brother.
What? Wait a second. Steve is your brother?
Yep,
But your last name's...
he's my half-brother. We have the same mother. Also, I helped him a bit when he started his company. Even though I didn't graduate from high school, I'm good at programming and web development.
So why the heck did you join my company?
Because I wanted more office experience. I think my brother and friends probably only gave me work out of kindness, so I wasn't confident when it came to starting my own company. Then my brother told me someone he knows is starting a company and I should try to get a job there. So that's how I came to suffer through this ridiculous experience with you.
Seriously? I had no idea you were his brother.
I know, right?
To tell you the truth, I actually had a reason for being tough on you. I guess I wanted to teach you how hard the real world is. I wasn't trying to hurt you. I was only trying to help. When your brother introduced you to me, he said to just fire you if you weren't useful to me. So that's basically what I was planning.
I see. So it was really my brother's instructions.
Well, not really. I wasn't just following his instructions.
Well, for me, it's all in the past, so I really don't care anymore. I don't think I'm going to be gossiping about you to my brother either.
Well, there you go. Steve's brother is exceptional after all. Hey, I know you could be very forgiving. So I want to ask something of you, if that's okay. Is there nothing you could do to help my current situation? Like, maybe you can convince my employees to come back?
Oh, wow! I don't know. Little me who hasn't even graduated from high school.
No, come on! This is something that only you can do, Kai. I honestly apologize for everything that's happened. So, I'm asking politely. Can you help?
I understand.
You understand?
I don't want your customers to find themselves in trouble, so... Okay,
Really? That's really great! Thank you!
and in exchange for that, all of your company's work will be transferred over to my company.
What? You're trying to take over my company?
Taking over. That's not the right phrase. Let's just say that you're handing it off to me.
It's the same thing. Don't mess with me. Who the heck would hand their company over to you?
Well, you can't manage it on your own, can you? It's best that you just close your business and leave the rest to me. Oh, and I think you should begin to relearn things again from the start. For example, people skills.
Ultimately, Gavin found himself unable to rectify his circumstances. Just before his company was about to make deliveries to its customers, he came to my office pleading for help. I'm certain he didn't anticipate his entire workforce resigning simultaneously. However, that's the extent to which they were fed up with Gavin's conduct. In my situation, it boiled down to straightforward harassment regarding my lack of high school graduation. When it came to his preferred employees, he would frequently contact them during their scheduled time off. It appears he genuinely believed that individuals would find joy in being included in such a manner. Naturally, this was nothing more than exasperating for everyone except him. I believe there's nothing amiss with the boss attempting to cultivate a friendship with an employee. Nevertheless, there comes a juncture where a boundary must be established to uphold the employer-employee dynamic. Following this incident, Gavin found himself unable to place trust in anyone anymore. He relocated back in with his parents, and from what it seems, he never ventures outside the house. In spite of all that transpired, I'm grateful that I gained the confidence to launch my own business, partly due to Gavin's influence. Essentially, I appreciate that he aided me in acquiring valuable office experience. I'm certain I'll never be able to erase him from my memory. As an example of what to avoid, of course.
Hey, are you still residing at home without making any progress?
What the hell? That was out of the blue. How's it going, bro? I'm doing all right, and yeah, I'm still residing with mom and dad.
That's completely astounding. You're nearly 30 and still haven't moved out of the house.
I'm still 28, but yeah, we're both getting older.
That's not the issue here. Don't you realize the issue of nearing middle age, residing in your childhood home, isolated and disconnected from society? Aren't you ashamed to consider that as a way of living?
I don't understand why you feel compelled to portray my situation in such a negative light. What does it have to do with you?
Oh, but it does. More than you can imagine.
What do you mean?
You and I are very different at our cores.
You just criticized me for being a middle-aged recluse and insisted that I should feel ashamed about it. You're heading towards the exact same situation you're lecturing me about.
You and I are very different at our cores. I hold a steady job and actively contribute to society, working for one of the fastest growing companies in the country. On the flip side of the coin, there's you. Someone who refuses to work, relies on their hardworking parents, and burdens society with their laziness and lack of ambition.
Lay off, man. How many times have I said this? I work from home.
Ooh, professional house sitting. YouTuber? What other pseudo jobs do you do?
You know as well as anyone that society is shifting to remote work whenever possible because it saves time and increases efficiency. Also, I'm self-employed, so that's a bit different.
Oh, I got it. OnlyFans.
Whatever, have your fun. Why did you all of a sudden decide to move back home?
I'm the eldest, so it's my duty to take over the house now that Dad is getting along in years and will retire at the end of the decade. Someone needs to look after them and everyone knows you can't be counted on. You know, responsibility? Yeah, I got it. You don't.
Now you want to play the good son. You never call them and only visited on holidays. You never even spent the night. Always renting a room at a nearby hotel because you didn't want to stay.
I just didn't want to impose on them because they have to deal with you on a daily basis. But now since I'm moving back, I don't want to have to share the same living space as a good-for-nothing shut-in. Just being in the same room as you during our family gatherings gives me an ulcer and causes me to break out in hives. Because of that, can you move out and make all of our lives easier?
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Isn't that a bit too selfish? You want to come back home now, so I have to leave immediately? Truthfully speaking, I don't really mind one way or the other. I'll leave if Mom and Dad agree to it. But have you even spoken to either of them about moving back in and taking my place?
They both love me, so it's not going to be a problem at all. It's too embarrassing for me to even acknowledge you as my brother, so I have to act like you don't even exist. The people I work with don't even know I have a brother. Believe me, it's best if you just piss off somewhere away from our family and let me have my way here. It's in everyone's best interest.
For the last time, I have a job. For God's sake, I've never had to try so hard to explain myself to someone and still not have them understand what I'm saying. And you're my brother, for crying out loud.
You've been trashed at everything since as far back as I can remember. You were always chasing my shadow, mimicking everything I did, and failing spectacularly every time. If only you had my brains and talent, you wouldn't have had such a sorry life.
Well, I did get accepted first try to the university you failed to get into, so I'm not sure where you got off saying I'm not as smart as you.
Who cares about what uni you went to? It means nothing if you go to a good school but do nothing with the education and become a parasite leech. I still managed to get hired by a Fortune 500 company and have something to show for my education, unlike some freeloaders that shall remain unnamed.
Okay, sure. Whatever you say, bro. We are two different people living separate lives with different goals and values. If we both enjoy what we do and follow our dreams, then everything is peaches.
Wrong! I'm working my butt off and proving my worth to everyone while you're still an unemployed leech. Learn from your big brother for once and become independent. It's about time you quit sponging off our parents and get a life.
For the last time, I'm not sponging off anyone here. There's nothing to sponge up here, to be honest.
What does that even mean? Everyone in our family has become successful in their field except you. Dad is the vice president of a big contracting firm, Mom is the head nurse at the city hospital, and I'm a veteran employee at a tech giant. Then there's you. Probably a neckbeard SJW moderator who only leaves his room to nuke his nuggies and evacuate his bowels.
Glad to know you think so highly of me. Unfortunately, that bird misses the mark completely.
You may have graduated from a good university, but that is wasted on a shut-in that can find a good job to pay for their own underwear.
I really don't know why you're trying to stereotype me into being a shut-in, but I leave the house quite often when business requires me to do so.
But that doesn't change the fact that you spend most of your time inside, does it? Stop trying to defend yourself. It's sad to hear you try to come up with excuses. Mom told me about your daily schedule, and she never lies.
For heaven's sake, it's for work. I used to frequent a shared office space to get my business done, but I find that I can focus better working from my own room.
Oh, buzzwords and Gen Z work ethic. Trying to make it sound cooler than it actually is cringy. I know how it really is, so nothing you say can make your position sound better than it really is.
I see nothing I say will convince you otherwise, so let's wrap this up. I still have quite a bit of unfinished work, so I'll take my leave if there's nothing else.
Yeah, I guess being a professional recluse is a 24/7 job, so you better hurry up and get back to doing nothing. About me moving back, I hope everything is in order for me to take over.
Moving? You're actually serious about that?
Of course I was serious. Why would I lie about something like this?
As I told you before, you never showed any interest in dealing with Mom and Dad.
Whatever, I'll be moving in tomorrow.
That's a bit on the sudden side, isn't it?
So you and all your crap needs to be out before the trucks arrive.
What the hell, dude? That's asking a lot on such short notice. As I asked before, did you get Mom and Dad's approval for all of this? Do you really know what's going on in this household currently?
A non-issue if that. Of course I know what's going on. I'm the eldest son. Mom was overjoyed when she heard I was gonna move back in. I guess she's happy that the useful son is gonna take the place of the gargoyle that drains her happiness and sanity.
I see. So you really want me to leave and you're gonna take my place?
That's right. Nobody needs you, so get lost and make way. I'm sorry, you're feeling frustrated and abandoned?
Not really. I thought it would hurt more, but I actually feel kind of free, like a huge weight has been lifted off my shoulders. You understand that once I leave, I'm never coming back, right?
It's what we're all hoping for.
So everyone is really okay with me leaving this house and burning all bridges behind me?
Quit trying to sound so dramatic. You're acting like your simple existence brings some kind of value to the table. Spend more time packing and less time trying to make me feel sympathy for you. It's not gonna work. You're the black sheep in a family of accomplished individuals. A louse like you brings down the prestige of our family, and probably even the land value with your unwashed flesh.
Excellent.
What?
I'm so glad to hear that from you. I was recently thinking that I really want to get out of here, so thanks for the seal of approval. Okay, I'll be out of here with all my stuff before midnight. Thanks for taking over and taking care of Mom and Dad.
Wait, can you really leave that suddenly? When you have no money? Don't think of asking Mom or Dad for money.
I told you I can leave on my own with no help from anyone. I'm not sure where you're getting your information from, but I have plenty of money.
How could you? You're a bum.
For the last time, I am not a freeloading sponge. So, as per your wishes, I will be leaving this house to your care. As an addendum, don't bother me with any of the problems you may encounter as the new man of the house.
I don't see how you have anything I would need or if any of your skills would be of value to me. Just leave and open a window before you go, so your funk doesn't make me gag. Hurry up and pick up. We need to talk ASAP.
I have nothing to say to you. I told you not to get me involved anymore. I'm finally gonna be able to live my best life. You had your time, now it's mine.
This is not how any of this was supposed to go.
What are you talking about?
Mom and Dad are living at me and want me to convince you to come back.
No, and why? You have a job and bring in a handsome salary, don't you? They should be happy to have a reliable son like you looking after them. So, it's no longer necessary for me to hang around there and keep them afloat.
It's not that.
Oh, perhaps you didn't tell them that me moving out was part of the deal of you moving back in? No, that can't be it. Ultra-reliable big brother Alex would never make a mistake like that. He would never kick his little brother out of their childhood home in a show of power and not tell their parents about it. I wasn't quite a hurry last night getting my stuff packed to go and didn't have time to talk to the rents. I simply assumed that you would have of course told them about the change they would have to witness.
Well, it seems that Mom didn't know that you would leave when I moved back in. She was so excited to hear that I was coming to live with them again. Apparently she thought that we would be able to live together as a full family again. So she was overjoyed imagining how things were going to be again.
Yeah, that's something you should have explained better. Anyhow, I'm not going back. Make sure you make the monthly mortgage payments on the house so you can all continue to have a roof over your heads.
Mortgage? I thought the house was paid off.
You didn't even know about that?
I haven't heard anything. Mom is in hysteric panic, and Dad looks like he's about to blow a gasket. I was told just to get a hold of you. What is this nonsense about paying a mortgage?
Up until now, I was the one paying off the mortgage they took out on the house.
How is an unemployed freeloader supposed to pay off anything? But more importantly, why did they take out a mortgage on the house?
Let me answer those in order. For the umpteenth time, I have a job. In fact, it's extremely well paying. A few years back, a security program I wrote was picked up by the Department of Defense. Since then, I've been raking it in programming security algorithms for all kinds of companies. I also make brisk business being a consultant and advisor on the side. I'm making money hand over fist at the moment and have plenty saved away in a rainy day fund. That is more like a tropical storm vault now. Because I'm making good money now, I've been able to help out mom and dad in these tougher times. Now, it's your turn to support them.
Why wasn't I told about any of this? You were just a freeloading parasite after university, right?
There is nothing to freeload off of at that house.
Dad makes enough money from his job as a contractor that there should be no need to mortgage the house, right?
You really need to learn to stop and listen to people around you, instead of running your mouth and trying to force your way by talking fast and loud. Dad took an early retirement a few years back and blew his entire severance package at the racetracks. He even went into debt to the bookies and is now working part-time as janitor at the supermarket to try and feed his habit.
You can't be serious.
Mom had to resign from her job at the hospital because of the embarrassment her husband caused us. She is now working the till at the local gas station to help pay off Dad's debts. I can't believe you really didn't know anything.
No, this can't be real. This is nothing like it was supposed to be. This is not my plan.
Plan? May I ask you what your plan was?
I plan to quit my job at the firm and take it easy at home for a good while.
You wanted to do what you thought I was doing?
If I came home, then I'd at least have a place to stay for free and eat 3 square meals a day. I figured I could use this time off to figure out what I wanted to do next.
So the truth comes out. My cocky elite brother was really just a gopher at the bottom of the pecking order.
Where did you hear that?
A good friend of mine from university was hired by the same company as you. He said there was a guy that had been there for years, but was always screwing up paperwork, providing the wrong documents, and being a general pain to everyone around him. He was suspicious at first because that useless employee's last name was the same as mine, but could it really be? I heard him out and asked for the full name of the landmine employee before him. Lo and behold, the name matched that of my dear older brother.
Who was that? Tell me now.
Doesn't really matter, does it? You know that most of the people around you felt that, didn't you? That's why you're quitting. To escape the ridicule and mocking stares.
On top of that, I never thought I would have to pay for things when I moved back home. I have no savings at all.
Maybe you should have used your salary more economically instead of blowing it on a luxury car, designer clothes, and stupid watches.
What should I do? The contract on my apartment was up, so I bailed before I had to pay another deposit on it. I had nowhere else to go. The only option is for you to come back and help out the family.
That's a nope from me, bro. You told me to leave, and I did. On the condition that I would never return once I left, and we would never communicate again. You were happy to agree to that. Now you come begging on your knees after insulting me for years.
I didn't know Dad wasn't dead and both our parents are only working part-time jobs.
That mortgage money was supposed to go to paying off Dad's debts, but he secretly took it to all the races. and lost it all on one race. So the mortgage isn't the whole debt you need to deal with, you still have to pay off the principal on Dad's debts to the bookies. Have fun.
All of it? Are you serious?
Yes. It's quite the sum. With my earnings, I kept the interest payments at bay and was making some headway against the principal. It's now your responsibility, big bro. So as the responsible eldest child, you will now buckle down and wade through the mocking and ridicule at work so you can earn a paycheck to support your parents, right?
That's impossible. I turned in my resignation yesterday. This wasn't how it was supposed to go. Why does nothing work the way I want it to?
Life doesn't care about your plans, and those around you have no obligation to bend to your petty demands. I've spent the last 5 years of my life paying off Dad's mistakes while weathering your vitriol. Now it's your turn to pony up and my turn to enjoy the wealth that I've justly earned. I also told you to make sure everything was okay with Mom and Dad. I figured you would learn the truth then, but you obviously didn't let Mom explain anything and ran your mouth. This is what happens when you don't communicate properly with those around you. Same as your, I guess former now, job.
I thought Dad was a super successful businessman. So I had a safe fallback. Why did things turn out like this?
Gambling addiction is a real disease. Half my efforts have been to try and keep Dad from taking his paychecks directly to the horses. But he still tries every 2 weeks to sneak out to the races. I was even paying for therapy and rehab, but he always skipped out on them saying he had no problem, and he was sure the next time would be his big payoff. He may be a lost cause.
Then what should I do?
I don't know.
Don't act like this doesn't concern you.
But it doesn't. You took responsibility for everything once you kicked me out. I double and triple checked that you understood that once I left, I was never coming back. I have zero intention of helping you out and will not return under any circumstance. Use your elite skills and status to power through this, all right, buddy?
Do you really think you can abandon me at a time like this? I am your older brother. You must respect me and do what I want you to do.
As you said yourself, I'm just mimicking what my older brother does.
What do you mean?
So I'm abandoning my position and claim no responsibility of a situation that is clearly difficult, but can be solved through hard work and sacrifice. Just like you, big brother, I learned it from you. Take some advice from yourself here and get off your butt and do something with your life. You'll be unable to fulfill your dream of leeching off Mom and Dad, so you might need to revise your plans. Ironic that you ridiculed me for the imaginary lifestyle you then wanted to take up, only to find out that you have more trouble and responsibility than the life you're leaving because it was too hard for you. Subsequently, Alex returned to his job in an embarrassed state, imploring to have his resignation revoked. He professed to experiencing a change of heart and discovered newfound motivation to become a valuable asset to the company. Naturally, his request was denied, and his resignation was accepted, leading to his departure from the company. Evidently, he endured ridicule from his colleagues throughout the final fortnight as someone inadvertently divulged the reasons behind his resignation and the predicament he had encountered. Jim declined to lend a hand, exacerbating the family's predicament. They were incessantly pursued by his father's outstanding debts, and Jack had to secure the first available job that would accommodate him. Hopefully, this humbling ordeal will impart a valuable lesson to those who are excessively arrogant, prompting them to restrain their pride. Alternatively, they might find themselves in a situation akin to Alex's.
Hey, sweet Lucy, are you there? What are you doing? Are you at company or out?
I am at the company now. Today I have to work overtime.
That's good to hear that. If you go out with me, I won't punish you. We can have a dinner at the luxury restaurant.
Thank for your invitation, but I have to finish my work because Noon can do it instead of me.
Oh, come on, I really want to go out with you. You are the most beautiful staff in this company. And also your body is so absorbed. It's made me so interesting and I want to talk with you.
Thank for your compliment, but I will talk to you later when I have free time.
Oh, I am the one can give you free time, even the money if you want. You don't have to work anymore. Does that sound great? You just need to go out and travel with me whenever I feel boring and I will pay you even more the salary of you.
Oh, you don't think it's strange?
No, you will be my secretary and it's really normal to follow me and do whatever I told you, right?
Oh, I will consider about the secretary position. Actually, what I am doing now is my dream when I was a kid, so I love my job now. I don't have the intention to change to job.
Oh, your dream is to be the customer assistant?
Yes, when my mom's still alive, she want to open a grocery and then sell the eco-friendly products. And the key purpose of opening that store is making our customer happy and pleasure when they are shopping. You know, I think everyone now have so much problem when they went shopping and they may feel scared of doing that. The first is about the price. Many people who are poor not have enough money to pay for the clean vegetable. But if they eat the vegetable from some supermarket, it may not clean as the brand showed to us. Second, some of the staff in some supermarket or grocery store have to work overtime, then their attitude can make the experiences of customer get bad.
Oh, your dream is so big and wonderful. Actually, it's the same view as mine. Can we have some more talk? I want to listen your opinion. After that I will run my business in another ways.
Oh, it's my pleasure. I always want to give my viewpoint and ideas to our company, but it's limited by the manager. So I haven't talked about my dream to anyone else.
Hey Lucy, I need your help with something. Is it okay if we talk now?
Oh, Mr. Alex, I think that I reminded you the time before that you shouldn't text me when I am at work, right? I don't want to say it again, but don't text or phone me after hours. Let's keep it professional.
Oh, you're really shy, girl. That's the reason I really love you. But I am your boss, so you should let me do what I want. If not, you will never what happen.
What? I think you might be abusing your authority. I said that you call talk with me at work and we will talk about the way to increase our customers' spending. But see what you're doing now. You try to contact me even I am not at work and what you ask not related to work.
Calm down, Lucy. Did you hear what I say? Please don't talk about me like that. You know, I think that we are much closer after the first conversation because you tell me about your dream that you have never told this to anyone else before. You need to relax when talking with me because we're not just boss and staff. We will have more closer relationship. Don't be so professional all the time.
Oh, I just don't want to get any wrong impressive for some another employees. You know the rumors will spread out and it's really bad for me.
Oh, I see. You have a very large vision and I like that. I adore you, you know. I will fix it the next time.
Okay, I appreciate that. So what do you want to tell me now? Today is Friday and I don't want to work on weekday. This is the only time I can visit my family and relax. Can you wait until Monday morning cause I won't work overtime?
I know that you probably want to tell me many things, but you're shy. I already known all about it.
I am lost here. What do you try to tell me?
Do you really want me to say it for you? Now you're just teasing me.
I am sorry, but I have no idea of what you're trying to let me know now.
Oh, so I will give you a hint. Oh my God, this made me feel embarrassed when I am saying this. Well, I accidentally overheard the manager saying something about you and someone you're involved with. So now you can guess what I am trying to say.
Oh, I have no idea. Can you text more clearly and quickly cause I don't have much time?
How dare you? I am your boss, so you have to listen to me and do everything I told you to do. If you behave so rude like that a second time, I will sack you immediately. I guess you know that I like you, so you have the right to act so haughty?
Oh, I am sorry, Mr. Alex, but I'm really busy now. I have to go to the hospital cause my mom has just hospitalized.
Oh my God, I am so surprised. You didn't tell me this before. Because you declined my request for knowing your home address and becoming your friend. But you haven't answered my question.
Hoo. What I have to do, my mom got a disease and the doctor said she could never wake up.
What serious it is? Can I visit your mom?
I think that you're busy now, but if you want, you can come. Thank you so much for that.
I knew some of the leading doctors in that hospital, so I think I can help you a little bit.
What a lucky. Please help me. If my mom have trouble, I can't live.
Calm down, Lucy. I can do everything to help you.
I will pay back to you if I have enough money.
No, I help you because I love you, so I can do everything for you. It's normal. Don't think about that. I just need to see you happy. I like you, and seeing you stressed like that, my heart feel like choke on something. I really like you, Lucy. Please accept my heart. I'm not just chasing you for fun. LRT me take care of you and also who you love. I always dream about the day I can run the business together with you. Your dream really made me moving, and I want to spend all my life with you.
Oh, Alex, it feel like such a relief to hear those words.
Now I will call the doctor and told him to move your mom to the special room.
After a month, her illness was completely gone. Lucy was extremely happy and she texted to Alex to say thank to him.
Alex, I can believed it. It's miracle. Thank you so much.
Would you like to become my girlfriend? I'm serious. I am not chasing you for fun or anything else. You can see that I'm on a lot of staff at our company. I only look at you. You're like the starshine in my eyes, and I can't stop looking at your side. I really love you, and I can do everything to make you happy. I promise.
Oh, Alex, I am so moving. Actually, I have never received any helps of other, but when you come I have another look at this world. I think that not everyone is bad. There is still good person in our life, right?
So what's your answer? I want to hear from you.
It's my pleasure to say, I agree. I hope that I can meet you right now.
So I will come to your home immediately. Wait for me, honey. I am so happy. I can believe that you accepted me.
Soon after that, Lucy and Alex started to date and they decide to keep it as a secret because Lucy don't want to hear any rumors at work. Alex can give her everything she want. Her life was like hit the jackpot. He keeps sending flowers and chocolate to Lucy's home every day and also come to meet her mom. But everything is not that smoothly. One day a beautiful girl texts to Lucy. She tell her everything.
Hey, what are you doing now?
Huh? Sorry, but who are you?
Oh, I'm sorry, nice to meet you. I never thought T would text you like this. You're Alex's girlfriend now, right?
Oh, hi there. Yes, I am. So who are you?
Oh, you don't know about me? Your boyfriend never talk about me then? I guess he must have told you about me already.
No, I still wonder who are you. I have never met you before.
I am so pleasure to meet you, but being an intelligent and knowledgeable, I will talk to you in a polite way. I am Alex's wife. And I know that you and him have met each other a long time ago when you were employed in his company. But you have to know that it's our company, not his, so don't ever think about the day you can take it.
What? I can stand what I am hearing from you. He has just met me and also my mom today. We are going for a vacation. And you come right before our vacation? Is it a sudden or you try to attack me?
Oh sweetie, why can I have to attack you? You know that I am the one to hold the money of our company. Last month, I saw him paid in the hospital by company's card. It's about $200,000, right? I won't list some tiny things, but that's big, and also pay the house fee for you. I know the address via the bill, so I come and ask some of your neighborhood. So I have your phone number.
Oh my God, I am so shocked. I can't believe it. Can you tell me more?
So you didn't know anything about me as Alex's wife?
Yes, I swear, I didn't know anything about him, and I didn't know that he has a wife.
What a pity. Why are you so stupid? Why can you accept to start a relationship with the one you don't know anything about?
It's
It's lucky for you because I can talk to you soon before he destroy your life.
So he is a bad guy?
You're so tolerant that you asking me that question. I am not concerning about that jerk for a long time, but I want another girls don't be treated by that idiot. We are going to divorce, but the problem about money and the company can be solved. He has an excellent lawyer.
Oh my God. To be honest, I thought you guys were gonna be together forever.
You really think he's a good guy?
At first I think that you just make up to let us breaking up. Because he's too good for me. He paid all the bill for me and also never made me sad. I love him so much.
When I was with Nick, I discovered him cheating not only with you, but with your sister and a lot of coworkers.
Tell me more.
Try to watch his phone and see how many girls are there in his phone. And he was actively texting them trying to set up dates, or not even hookups.
What the? There's no way. Where's the proof?
I hired a private investigator and had them follow Alex after work. I want to let him down because he was so bad with me, so I found all the proof to help me in the court. So you can be the one who can help me to take my company back.
Your company?
Yes, Alex flirted on some rich girls to marry them and to take all her asset.
Oh my God, how's bad he is.
After he was with you, he had a date with another girl. He would often say things like work's running late today or gonna be home past midnight. I knew his company didn't have that much overtime. And my investigator brought back pictures of you, pictures of your sister, pictures of countless other girls.
What? Is that all true? Show me those pictures.
I don't have to show you anything. I will send you via text later.
I can't believe a word of it. If it does turn out to be true, then Alex is just terrible.
Well, the sooner you start believing me, the better. Do you want to get married to a scumbag like that? You have to answer it by yourself. I'm done here.
Then Lucy texts to Alex to clear with him.
Why don't you answer my call? I have called you 5 times. You don't call me back. What's wrong with you?
Stop calling me Lucy. It's so annoying. My phone vibrates continuously.
Now you can tell me the truth about yourself. Why you come to me. But now you act so different.
I didn't love you anymore.
So here you are. Your wife has texted to me, and she told me about your real self. Now you can convince me anymore.
What? My wife know you and told you about me?
Yes, she told me that not only but also another girls are treated by the bad guy like you. What a jerk.
I didn't treat anyone. You just came to me. I didn't do anything ABD for you, right?
No, that's too bad when I give you all my love.
Love? Haha, how ridiculous are you? You love my money, not me. You think that I don't know about your intention when you come to my side. These girls which lost brain. I paid everything for you so you stay by my side, right?
Alex, why can you talk that to me? I am so hurted. It's not a long time, but it's enough for me to start loving a person.
Haha, I don't have anything to tell with you anymore. I don't have time to put up with you. I have met a new girl and his dad is a billionaire, so I think I will divorce and then marry her. So stay away from me. I beg you.
But how's about the company? You still have your own business. Why do you have to marry a woman just because of her money?
I just want more and more. When I have a lot of money, I can do everything I want. And then I can meet my real love.
To tell you the truth, I won't benefit from you.
You should feel grateful because I pay the bill for you.
Oh, sorry, but I can't do that. I will write this story on all social media and then you will be a loser. Noon will work for you or even working with a person like you.
How dare you? You didn't have any proof, and also everyone will laugh at your face. Also, your mom will suffer from the disease again.
I don't scared of anything cause I have so many people that can help me.
What do you mean?
All the girl are treated by you and also your wife will bring you to the court. And we will take the company back. You're gonna die, you know.
Shut up! You guys can't do that with me!
Why? Do you pay the bill for all of us or love us again?
Stop talking nonsense! I can't lose all my money that way.
You crack me up, Alex. I am waiting for the day we meet each other at the court. Let's see how you beg me and also your wife.
Don't ever meet me again. I don't want to meet you anymore. And stop believing about destroying my wedding with the daughter of the billionaire. I won't make it happen.
Okay, let's see.
After that, Lucy, Alex's wife, together hit him at the court and Alex loses company and have to pay the compensation for his wife. The daughter of the billionaire has read the newspaper and see that, so she decide to left him. Alex becomes homeless and then he has to work manually for the factory and stay there. Lucy has a new life and Alex's old wife's very happy because she can take her company back.
Good day, Amber. This is your supervisor speaking to you. You must answer immediately. You're going to the office for work tomorrow, right?
Hello there, Carlos. It's always good to hear from my boss on a day when I'm not working. Anyway, I just wanted to express my gratitude for allowing me to take the day off to attend my mother's burial. It meant a lot to me, and I felt compelled to be there.
Amber, I don't need you groveling. I simply need you to show up at the office tomorrow and get back to work, okay?
Actually, if that is okay, I was expecting to be able to take a little more time off to thoroughly process everything that has transpired.
You know what I mean? I thought I told you I'd let you work evenings and take time off from work until the funeral was over. Isn't it over now? I'm not sure what sort of game you're trying to play with me right now, but if you think I'll let you get away with not doing any more work, you're mistaken.
But I still have unutilized bereavement leave days. Don't I have the right to use the vacation days stipulated in my contract? I thought we could take up to 7 days off work if one of our immediate family died. I should have 2 days left. Thank you, sir. All I ask is for those final 2 days so that I can fully grieve my mother now that the funeral has concluded. Besides, because the funeral just concluded, I still have a lot on my mind, documents to sign, and a slew of other stuff that they don't tell you about that comes after someone dies. I simply believe that if I show up tomorrow, I will be ineffective as an employee.
I see. So, given the gravity and rarity of the circumstance, I'll let you take the rest of your time off. But only for this one time. Man, you must consider yourself fortunate to have such a considerate and understanding boss, don't you? What would you do without me?
Thank you so much, Carlos. That means more to me than I can express.
Yes, yes. But please understand that when you return, I will be writing you about all of the work you missed while taking so much time off. There is no such thing as a free lunch, youngster.
Amber, are you still working at this hour?
Hello, Wendy. Yeah, I'm sorry for always having to stay late. I'm going to start heading home, and I should be back shortly.
I see. I truly wish you didn't work so late. I'm tired of staying up so late waiting for you.
I don't mind if you go to bed before I come home because I'm just leaving the workplace. It might be a while before the last bus of the night arrives for me. I'm sure you're exhausted as well.
Thank you very much. I'm thinking of doing it. But first, I'd like to ask, don't you find it odd that you have to work so late every day just because you took some time off to grieve? Shouldn't some of your coworkers have picked up some of your responsibilities while you were away?
You are correct. Despite the fact that I had to take time off unexpectedly, everyone was gracious enough to pick up my work without complaint or ill will. But when I do go to the workplace, I always have to remain until I am the last person there. To top it all off, I'm always kept very busy right until the end, attempting to meet all of these piled up deadlines.
Amber, you're not just doing Carlos's work, are you?
What exactly do you mean?
Well, I just think Carlos has had it out for you for quite some time now. Do you suppose that when you were gone, he didn't let anyone else do your work for you, and that's why you're always playing catch-up?
Actually, now that you mention it, when I returned to the office, both my coworkers and my boss all apologized to me.
I knew it. And, despite the fact that he is the business president, Carlos was gracious enough to attend your mother's burial, but he kept using language that he should have known better not to use at a funeral. It just doesn't sit well with me. You don't see anything strange about that?
So you're saying that you believe he said all of those things on purpose and that it wasn't a fluke or something?
I'm just stating that I don't see how it could be any other way. I apologize for bringing up your workplace, but I believe that since Carlos came over, there have been a lot of pretty awful developments.
Wow, that's obvious even to someone who doesn't work here, isn't it?
I believe you have become increasingly anxious with your work since Carlos became president. You can't tell me you're not upset about how he treated you at the time and even now, after your mother's funeral, can you? Aren't you disappointed with how Carlos treats you? However, your sister has now calmed down regarding the inheritance issue. But you must be physically and psychologically fatigued, and even if you don't recognize it, it is obvious.
Wendy, you are wonderful. Sometimes I just need that objective third-person perspective on my life to point out what's wrong and how I should strive to fix it. Thank you very much, love, for always being there for me. Without you, I couldn't do half of what I do.
Naturally, honey. It is always my pleasure to attempt to assist you. But I wouldn't claim I'm completely objective. Of course, I'm simply keeping an eye out for you. Anyway, have you given any attention to what we discussed the other day?
What may it be?
It's simply that my father has developed a genuine interest in you, you know? And I just believe it's a waste of your ability and time to work for someone who will never realize how hard you work or how excellent of an employee you are.
Thank you once more, Wendy. Even when I don't believe in myself, you always believe in me. I can't offer you a specific response right now, but I can assure you that I am really considering it in the future.
I'm sure you are, sweetie. You've got this. If you ever doubt yourself, just trust in the me who believes in you.
You're correct, baby. Anyway, I'm nearly home now. We'll talk again shortly.
See you soon, my love.
Hello, Amber. Have you been keeping yourself occupied lately? Is it that you're still reeling from your mother's death? You really need to clean up around here. Not only has your work quality deteriorated, but you're also working overtime every day. Oh. I understand. I know what's going on and why you're so down.
Good day, Carlos. The reason I've been doing so much overtime is that the quantity of work that I've had to perform seems to have increased since I went on bereavement leave. I suppose it has harmed my performance because I have no breathing room when catching up. And are you saying there's no other reason someone can be mourning their own mother, the person who reared them from birth?
I'm not saying anything, so don't try to put words in my mouth, okay? Anyway, I was just interested if you hadn't previously noticed that you've actually lost another very important person in your life.
I'm sorry, but I'm not sure who or what you're talking about right now.
I see. Don't worry, you'll get there shortly. I'm certain of it. I can't wait to find out. I am certain of it. Hello, Amber. You guessed it. I have some exciting news.
Hello once more, Carlos. What kind of excellent news do you have?
It's excellent news for me, but I'm not sure you'll feel the same way about it.
Yes, I see. Is there anything recent that I should be aware of?
Since I doubt you'll ever guess what I'm talking about, I'd better spell it out for you. I managed to get your wife pregnant with my child.
Please excuse me. I'm not sure I understand.
Have you realized she's already 3 months pregnant?
I'm sorry, but I have no idea what you were saying right now.
Didn't I tell you about 2 months ago? I warned you you'd realize who else you'd lost shortly. But I bet you haven't yet. You were so preoccupied with your sad dead mother that you didn't know I'd taken your partner from beneath you.
And that partner you're referring to is my wife?
Amber, you're finally understanding it. Actually, if I'm being honest, the first time she and I hooked up was while you were on leave for your mother's funeral. If I had to guess, I'd say the kid is from around that time period.
I see. Is that all?
Is that all? Is that the only answer you have to me telling you that I stole your wife? Oh, I see what's up with you. You're stunned. Your jaw must be on the floor as all you thought you knew crumbles around you. It makes no difference. You know, no amount of stress or crying will change the truth of what has occurred. I've had my eye on you since my dad took over this place. And, Amber, I have to be honest. I've never been really fond of you. I pledged that if the opportunity presented itself, I would hurt you. That's why Dillies and I are planning to have a child together.
But wait. Sorry, are you referring to Dillies?
Yes. That's correct. That is the name of your wife. Or did you forget it in your shock? She was very simple. All I had to do was tell her I was the company president, and the rest was easy. I didn't even have to make an attempt with her.
I see. And would you mind telling me when you last saw Dillies?
You may not like what you hear, but we just saw each other earlier today.
I get what you mean. I only need to confirm a couple of things you said. I'll get back to you soon.
Of course. Take as much time as you need. Nothing will change what I've done.
Hello there, Carlos. I really apologize for keeping you waiting. I just needed to look into what you were saying.
Oh, see who has decided to crawl back for me. You mean it took you 2 hours to figure out if I was telling the truth or not? I'd have assumed that if you just asked Dillies, she'd tell you the truth. That she is pregnant with my child.
Is it safe to presume you're willing to assist her with the costs of the divorce?
Naturally, I will pay. For me, it will be a paltry pittance. I have lots of cash to spare. After all, that is one of the benefits of being the business president.
Okay, I think that settles it. You can have her.
At the very least, it appears that you have finally accepted the truth of what has occurred.
Yes, of course. I also informed Dillies' husband of what had occurred.
Who is Dillies' husband? What do you mean? Are you insane? You're Dillies' hubby.
No, sir. I'm afraid there's a major misunderstanding here. Dillies is my elder sister.
Is she your sibling?
My real wife, by the way, is 8 months pregnant. You can rest assured that the youngster is not yours. My sister is a bit flashy and enjoys being the center of attention. That's how she drew your attention at the funeral, and I'm guessing you just believed she was my wife.
Are you serious right now?
Of course, this would be a simple error to make. And now I see why my sister eventually calmed down about the inheritance after making such a huge deal out of it before the burial.
Do you mean your mother's inheritance?
Yes, but bear with me while I explain. My family is not particularly affluent. My father, like everyone else, worked a regular job till he died a few years ago. Meanwhile, my mother was able to live nicely on her pension checks alone. Anyway, for that reason, I suppose, Dillies was mistaken about how much money they actually possessed.
Is that right?
But, returning to my main issue, my sister took out a large debt last year.
Your sister is in debt?
And, in any case, She took out the loan, claiming that she would repay it once her mother died and she received her inheritance.
So, how huge is this loan?
She took out $4 million to try to create a poodle-only pet grooming shop. She refused to let any other dogs into the store.
She paid $4 million to build a pet boutique that only sold one kind of dog?
To be honest, I had done everything I could to forget about the whole thing, but when the subject of inheritance came up, she became flustered and angry towards the rest of us. Then I knew she was going to drag out the discussions for as long as she could in order to acquire the most for herself. Anyway, I'm guessing she ran into you at the burial and drew you in because of them. I'm sure she was eager to continue with you once you said you were the business president. With a title like that, she probably saw you as nothing more than a walking ATM machine to help her pay off all of her obligations. I only say that because later that day, she returned to the family, declared that she no longer needed the inheritance, and just walked away, leaving all of us to figure out what had changed.
What do you mean? Did you really just refer to me as a walking ATM?
Oh, and I just heard Dilly's took out another large loan.
What?
Last I heard, it was for about $10 million.
Your sister took out a $10 million loan?
I guess she and the bank didn't learn their lesson from the poodle grooming shop. It appears like round 2 is on the way. Anyway, that totals approximately $10 million. I'm as amazed as you are that she was able to obtain that much information, but I'm delighted you're here to assist her.
Please wait a moment. If that's the case, I'm just going to leave Dilly's. It's not like I like her in the first place.
Do you believe that will work?
I had no idea she was that kind of lady. And now that I know you're not even married, this whole thing seems useless. So you tell her she has to repay the money right away.
What do you mean? Of course, you cannot just refund the loan she has recently obtained.
Why not? Didn't she just take it back?
And, after all, didn't you say Dilly's was pregnant with your child?
Oh my God. What am I to do?
Oh, I just received some communications that you might find interesting. Allow me a moment to tell you what they said.
What are you on about now?
I recently learned that I had been picked to take over as president of my father-in-law's company. Anyway, I suppose I have a lot to prepare for before then, so I'm going to take the rest of the month off.
What exactly did you say to me?
Of course, I'm very sorry to have to do this to you. I'm sure I'm causing you some problems, but I'm afraid this is my 2-week notice.
Please wait a moment. We're not finished yet. You can't just leave me like that.
I suppose it is your responsibility to distribute notices of my departure, correct?
Hold on! If you quit, you will be unable to meet all of the deadlines that you were supposed to be working on.
Don't worry, I've left clear instructions on what has to be done. I'm confident you can manage it.
We're not done yet. What about your sister? Are you her brother? So, why aren't you assisting her with her debts?
To be absolutely honest, my sister and I don't get along, and I have no intention of bailing her out of the disaster she has created for herself.
But
It's just not in my nature to break the rules, I guess. In fact, if it hadn't been for the question of my mother's legacy, I doubt Dilly's would have attended her funeral.
she is her mother.
Anyway, I need to start packing and preparing for the move. I'm going now.
Wait! Hello, Amber. I am your superior. You can't simply disregard me like this. Amber.